did you talk to this man about?
What did he tell you?
Well, as I said, I've come here to hunt these cults down, and he was able to elaborate a bit on what these cults were attempting to do.
Okay.
Or are attempting to do. He mentioned
So-
something of the medallion and plans not having gone, well, to plan.
Yes. For them, absolutely not. So I'm guessing you understand the, I guess, it's a rather pressing matter that's, needs to be taken into consideration. You know, what they're trying to do.
Yes, which is why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. And I guess, you know, we didn't really intentionally stumble upon this matter, but nonetheless it's fallen in our laps, so I think we've somewhat taken it as a responsibility of our own forbearance to actually... Well, yes, we don't trust him, basically. We have what they say is the disc. Or one
Part
of
of
the
it.
discs.
Steve pipes up from the corner.
Was it part of it? I thought it was one
Yeah.
of the whole discs.
No, it's a third of a disc.
Okay.
They need the whole disc, and it's 3 pieces from what you know.
Yeah.
So you guys have one, and there's still 2 pieces unaccounted for.
Yeah. So, from what we've found out, there is more pieces. We know where another one is. It's, funnily enough, a tribe that is currently going to go to war with Litrix's tribe, the lizard folk. And that is kind of where we're heading. Now, like I said, we didn't intentionally want to take this upon ourselves, but it seems fitting to do so. And it seems kind of fitting that you've stumbled into this town wanting to investigate the same cult, so I don't know where you stand with us, but this is where we stand. And that's why we have kept this man bound, because we don't exactly know his intent to the fullest extent.
Oh, I understand that, but I am curious, as, like, are the guards in this town not to be trusted? Are they involved with the cults around, or...?
I don't know. It's not a very forthright town, if you will.
So, taking him to the guards would not be a wise action, then? I mean, you've been here far longer than me. I am
Showing
seeking
your own
counsel
face
on
to
this
the
matter.
guards would not be that good advice.
Considering... I don't know, to be honest. I really don't. Considering
other
he might
concern
have
that I
more
have-
information that could actually help us, I feel it would be wiser to keep him in our own hands as of now.
I can appreciate that. That makes sense. What I am worried about, though, you have a piece of this disc that the cult is after that appears to be something key ingredient, but you're about to go into this battle in the hopes to obtain a second piece. Wouldn't we want these pieces as far apart as possible?
Well, I guess that's something I haven't considered, to be honest. But at the same time, it's probably better to be in capable hands than hands where they could probably quite easily acquire said disc, no?
But if we acquire all of them, and then they acquire them from us...
Yeah. I mean, by all means, if we get this other disc or the other discs, we could certainly find a way of doing something else, but are you telling me you simply just want to leave this be?
Saying we should leave it be, but I don't think we should bring a piece of the disc to another piece of the disc. That seems counterproductive.
Of course. Do you have any solutions?
Is there any way we can destroy it?
Not that I know of. I don't think we have tried as of yet. But from what I understood, if it's been protected and what it can do, it's probably going to be quite hard.
I think it's something worth investigating. Oh, when are we intending to approach the lizard folk?
Well, I would probably say after today. Litrix seemed, as you heard this morning, quite ready to leave. And
And festivities changed his mind rapidly.
Strangely enough, yes. The man does like his food.
Well, as long as he has his priorities, I suppose. Nonetheless, it seems to me that the destruction of this disc should be ideally should be a higher priority, but it seems time is not on our side.
No, not at all.
Is there a way we can keep it safe and hidden and not be brought to the lizard folk where the other piece is?
I have no means of keeping such a thing safe. You know, I'm not from this town, I don't have a home here. I certainly don't have any magical means of keeping this thing safe. Nor do I want to hand this over to someone that has no idea about it. So I'm not quite sure.
Ignore.
Well, are there any sages of any note in this town? People you trust who might be able to give us insight?
No. We have dealings with a few people in this town, but as far as I know, they're not exactly, yes.
You have a cleric. That cleric
Yes,
lives in the temple.
I know, but
No, I'm just saying. It's all good.
cleric isn't here right now.
Yeah, he decided to, not show up.
Wasn't it like 40 minutes away or something?
That would be my only solution.
It's been more than 40 minutes.
We could certainly try and go to the temple and see if the main cleric is back. Last we were there, he was not. But nonetheless, I still don't feel safe with giving this to someone else at this point. We can certainly see if they can discover a means to destroy it, though.
I have some knowledge of such things. I perhaps could have a look. I don't know if I will be able to ascertain anything.
Okay, sure. I'm going to grab the disc out of, I think it's in the bag of holding, right?
Think it's in its case in the bag of holding. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take it out.
Yeah, it's you see Jannis take out this silver chest, and it's specifically lined with lead, and it seems to be, the sort of chest you use to transport something you really don't want to have found by anyone. So it's like protected against all sorts of, for example, locate object is not gonna find that thing.
I look at it and I'm just like, I'm reluctant to open that. If someone is trying to divine its location right now, it is safe. But the moment we open that, just for me to have a look...
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but we've already opened it.
Yeah, they've been playing around with it.
Just a heads up. That's how we found the disc.
Have you opened it in this town, or did you open it elsewhere?
We opened it in the temple. In this town, yes.
In this town? Oh, well, I suppose at this point it doesn't hurt to have another look.
What's the worst that could happen?
Dude.
I can think of a few things.
Alright. You open it up. And you...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
Oh, what were you going to say? Sorry. We opened it up?
Yeah, you open it up and inside you see what, like they said, seems to be a third of an amulet inscribed with various rather evil-looking runes. But it, seems to be relatively not exploding or anything. It's just a piece of an amulet.
Okay.
If you want, you can give me a religion check or something to see if you can find out some things about it, or arcana or something.
I do have knowledge in religion, so let's give that a shot.
Let's go.
Nope. That was not a good roll for it, though.
That was not a great roll. Alright, you can definitely
Can I help him?
make out some... You can definitely make out that it's some sort of part of a bigger summoning ritual, and some of the symbols definitely hint towards Tharistun.
Yep.
But other than that, it's... yeah. Not much can be gleaned of it.
Is there anything that you have learned already that might help improve my insight?
I dare say you've probably already learned all you need to learn from that man. All I know is that they're trying to summon their god, Tharistun. They need a vessel, and by the sounds of it, they have a vessel. Plus having all three pieces, but apart from that, not a lot else I can give you.
Well, is it worth making an attempt to destroy it?
Could certainly do so. Maybe you can smite it with your
Perhaps
holiness.
not in... Well, perhaps not in here.
Blow up the hut! I'm sure Success is gonna be happy.
Not
Oh, can we do it
so
here, then?
convinced that blowing it up here is an idea. Can you think of a more sort of safer and solitary location that we could attempt it? I mean, we don't know how explosive it might be.
Well, it's either we go out of town, or we go to the temple.
Who is the temple dedicated to?
I have no idea.
Steve, do you have any idea?
I believe it's Prokan, right?
No.
I assume Procton is like one of the
Prokan
good
is
gods.
Yeah, he is the god of the weather and the seas and the guardian deity of this area.
So he is on the level.
He is definitely he's chill.
Cool. Yes, I would suggest let's take it to the temple first. Maybe consult with what clerics are there, and maybe they can give us some insight in any attempts to destroy it beforehand.
You hear from outside just a voice yelling in, "There's a burnt down mansion around here!"
Oh my god.
Sugsta goes back to fishing.
Please tell me he texted and said to say that.
He said it in chat, yeah.
Just don't ask about the burnt down mansion, please.
Oh, is that the place you
Steve?
Yes?
Don't you have
You
books
told
to
me
read?
about it. You said there was a smuggling operation going on there.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Steve.
I thought it was
Well,
the... All right.
Well, how far away is this mansion?
Not far.
Around 10 minutes on foot.
Well, is it worth perhaps visiting the temple first in case there are any clerics available to give us insight?
I think I feel a lot safer taking to the temple than a burnt down mansion with a ghost alchemist. So, yes.
I think that the temple may be a better first point of call.
Okay.
Stolgig, how's life?
Life is feeling about 15 pounds lighter for the first time in weeks.
All right.
Jesus.
I've come out to the table after telling my people I'll be back in 10 minutes to find everyone is gone.
Yep.
And I have no idea where they've gone. So I've just been exploring the festivities again. Eating more pie, because I've made space.
Alright, yep. There is, there's not a lot of big attractions going on right now, but like I said, there are a bunch of stalls, there are exotic merchants, and there's just a bunch of, strange things to look at that you usually don't get to see in town. And, give me another perception check, please.
Okay.
Alright. Let me... I like how I ask for it without even fucking... Second!
Expected me to fail, which is when I succeed.
Yeah! Oh, fuck.
My modus operandi.
You've been feeling uneasy the entire morning, basically, but you sort of, at first, thought you were still a bit off from eating all the pie. But then you started to pay a bit of attention to your surroundings as you go through the markets and look at various things, and you definitely notice that you're being tailed. Someone is following you. You can't quite make out who it is, but they seem to be of a burlier stature, and they seem to be trying their best to they are always staying relatively far away, but they are most certainly following you. It's not like they're trying to get closer to you or anything, they're just observing.
Just observing. Okay. And then I'm just gonna keep walking around.
Alright?
Let them observe.
They'll just follow you. Just keep following you.
They can just watch me eat.
Yep. And probably get really hungry themselves.
Yes.
Now, we've been going for quite a while. It is getting pretty late for you guys, from what I know. And it is Monday, so I assume you probably want to end it at some point. How much longer do you want to keep going? Do you want to end it here? Before disaster strikes?
Probably go for another 10-15 minutes, if that's good with everyone else.
Alright?
Yeah, sure.
Let me just take a quick little break and I'll be right back for it.
Cool.
I promise.
All good. Alright, so the barbarian is enjoying life to the fullest. What are you two? You two are gonna head to the temple? Is that the plan?
I was actually going to get
with a
Steve.
very sealed box.
I was actually going to get Steve to message Stolgig and say, where are you? And basically tell him the plans. Stolgig is not here at the moment.
Steve, he goes quiet for a moment, and then he says, he told me he's busy right now because there's a new kind of pie he found, and he'll come back to you in a second. He seems rather happy.
Okay, Steve, when Stolgig gets back to you, can you let him know where we're going? We're just going to the Temple of Prakan, okay?
Yes, will do, sir. Can I come with?
Of course, Steve. You need not ask.
Well, I mean, I am supposed to be doing.
Yes.
I am supposed to be doing some work. So.
Steve, please. It is festivities. It is the day of harvest. Number 2. Please, go.
Well, end of the harvest. Harvest is done.
Okay, smarty pants. Come on.
Sorry, sir. Yes, I'm coming. Alright. And you start heading over. I need to check something real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Because... where was that? Just, for no real reason. What is everyone's passive perception?
Passive is what? 10 plus 2 plus your wisdom modifier, right?
Yeah.
So
well,
I think mine is 16.
Alright.
I'm 15.
Fucking rangers and clerics with all the paladins.
Wrecked.
Fucking OP paladins with too many stats. Okay. Alright, got it. Alright.
Hey, T-Rex, thanks for the follow, man.
Stolbig,
Welcome to the stream.
you get sort of pinged by Steve, and he's like, sir, the others are planning to go to the temple to destroy the disc. They were asking where you were.
I'm at the festival still. After you guys abandoned me.
Right.
We might have a problem.
Stevie, are you talking to Shogun
what is
right
it?
now?
Wait, more problems?
There's some big burly guys here. Watching me. I'll meet you guys at the temple.
Is it the guard again?
I'm
No, the
Not
guard had a
sure.
much slimmer statue. He was
too small for guards. They
Oh,
look like me, but worse.
1 second. And he turns to you two, and he says, Stolgek said he's being followed by some big guys. Or one big guy.
Oh. God.
You're muted, Shadows.
Okay, well, that's not good. That's not good at all, from what I know of
He said he's
Shogun.
gonna meet us at the temple.
That's probably also not very good, but alright. Bretha, do you feel it wise to go to the temple, or should we maybe instead see if we can seek out Stolgig and help the man out? Before things get a little bit too much to handle.
What trouble is he in exactly?
What's that?
What kind of trouble is Stolgeg in?
For what?
He says he's being followed by a big guy, and that it's a problem, and that he's kind of looks almost like him, but different. Which I guess is normal because, I mean, he looks like Stolgig and no one... Anyway.
I'm not exactly sure, but it sounds bad.
I suppose we should probably aid him then.
So, should I
Lead-
tell
lead
him
the
to
way?
stay where he is, or... What should I tell him?
See if he can lead this man outside of town. And we'll be right there.
Okay. Alright. Stolgig! They said you should lead him outside of town.
Oh. Where outside of town? There's a lot of places outside of town.
Go to the
They
forest.
didn't say... Into the forest. And they said they were gonna be there, right, with you. in a second.
That's encouraging. Okay.
Can I use Pass Without a Trace on me and Braithar?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Glorious.
Yeah.
So you
My
have...
stealth score is not favorable.
Well, now you have
Well,
plus 10
now
for
whatever it is, it's a plus 10.
So...
Yay!
Which is at
Actually, I
least
don't
an 11.
Actually, I don't have my chainmail on at the moment, so I don't have disadvantage.
Well, there you go then.
Well, even better.
Actually, what would you say would be like equivalent to Gambison? Would that just be like the studded leather armor or the padded armor or whatever, or?
I feel like just, yeah, studded leather would be fair.
Yep. Cool.
I think that is a fair comparison.
Yep. Cool.
Alright, Stolgeg, are you gonna follow their advice and leave the festival and try and head out of town?
I'm gonna grab another pie and make my way to the forest.
Alright.
we-
Okay. Yeah.
Can we see if there's some way we can get there before him?
You can run. That's one way to get there before him. You
Okay.
can.
We also have a few
Use-
horses.
You do have a few horses and Astrid. You can just get on a horse and just ride as fast as you can. Yeah, that is definitely an option.
Braithar,
They are sort of grazing outside in front of Sister's house, eating his flowers right now. So
I suggest we get these horses, head to the forest, and see if we can take some cover before Stolgig arrives.
Sounds like a plan. What are we planning to do exactly?
At least find out what's going on, and if anything bad is going on, we'll certainly be ready, I suppose.
Oh dear. Very well.
the enthusiasm.
Don't worry, you'll pick up on the shenanigans soon.
All right. Stolgig, you leave the markets behind, and you have to sort of still go, quite like a bit of a distance to get to the forest. And you are like sort of at the outskirts of town as you turn a corner, and in front of you, you see 3 people standing there, sort of expecting you, basically, arms crossed, staring you down. And you definitely know who they are. They are members of your clan. And one of them looks at you and he says, "Fucking finally found you, you bastard. You're gonna pay." As they start to take out their weapons.
I'm gonna do to you what I did to the chieftain.
Ooh. Alright, let me just get you on. Oh, fuck. That is not how you do things. Help. Help.
To solo 3 barbarians.
No, you won't. The others are right behind you, don't worry.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not convinced that you haven't done the wrong thing in this.
You weren't there for the backstory, it's justified.
Alright, let me just find your character
Is it they're
sheet.
in the right or you're in the right?
I need to make the Discord where everyone can put their backstories, man, so people can read up on it.
God, okay, that he's not here. You are here. He's not here. Boris isn't here. Jannis is here. There we go.
Glorious.
Also, Sixter and Boris, I hope you both feel really bad. Sorry.